Hello everyone. As we have completed with the four laws today, as we had discussed, that we are going to start with a very important topic, that is ideal gas equation. So starting with the revising of those four laws that we have done, you can see very first law that we did was Boyle's law, which says that pressure is inversely proportional to volume at temperature and number of moles keeping constant. So what I can do is I can even write it in this term. V is inversely proportional to 1 by P. Second law that we did was Charles' law. When I say Charles' law, it is volume is directly proportional to temperature, keeping pressure and number of moles constant. The third law that we did is Gay-Lussac's law, which says that pressure is directly proportional to temperature, keeping volume and number of moles constant. The fourth law that we did was Avogadro's law, which says that volume of a gas is directly proportional to number of molecules, keeping pressure and temperature constant. So if you can see from these four laws, if I talk about law, Boyle's law, Charles' law, and Avogadro's law, you can see in all these three laws, volume is at the left. So if I equate all of them, what I get is, you can see volume is directly proportional to T and N and inversely proportional to 1 by P. So if I write it in this term, you can see this is volume is directly proportional to N T upon P. And if you remove that directly proportional sign, what you get is K. But instead of K, what we have introduced over here is R. R is your universal gas constant. So we can say PV is equals to nRT. That is called as ideal gas equation. When I say ideal gas equation, we say ideal gases are those gases which will obey Boyle's law, Charles' law at all temperatures and pressures. So this is the equation for ideal gas equation, that is PV is equal to nRT. As you can see, when we talk about R is your universal gas constant. We can say R is equals to PV upon NT. Now, depending upon the values that you substitute, like if I substitute pressure in Pascal and volume in meter cube, if I substitute pressure in ATM and volume in dm cube, that is liter, the values that I get for R will be different. So what we need to do is just remember the values of R with their units. Like I have over here is R is equals to 0.0821 liter atmosphere per mole Kelvin. It indicates that your volume is in liter and pressure should be in ATM, atmospheric pressure. Second we have is R is equal to 8.314 joules per mole Kelvin. When I say joules, that is nothing but Newton per meter. It says that when I say joules, Newton meter, you need to know Newton means pressure should be in Pascal. You can take pressure in Pascal and volume should be in meter cube. Next, you have R that is equal to 1.987 calories. If you know 1 joule, you can divide it by 4.8. And that is why you get 1.987 calories per mole Kelvin. So you can see I can approximately take that value as 2. So the next very important derivation that we have over here is expression for molar mass. Now, first you have written ideal gas equation in your book. Next is expression for molar mass. That is N is equal to PV. Now, N is equals to PV upon RT. That is something what we got from ideal gas equation. PV is equal to nRT. I have rearranged N is equals to PV upon RT. Now, you know number of moles is equals to mass upon molar mass. So, if I substitute that on the left for N, you can see this is what you get. Now, if I try to rearrange that, you can see capital M. I have kept it on the right. So, what happens? Everything goes on the left. M is equals to M small m, that is mass, into RT upon PV. Capital M represents molar mass, small m represents mass. So you can see M upon V. If you want, you can further go and take it as density. So this is expression for molar mass. We can substitute M upon V as density in the next expression that I'm going to show you. Next, as you can see, we have is combined ideal gas equation. Now, when I talk about only one cylinder containing gas molecules, I was talking about ideal gas equation. But now, if I say I have two cylinders containing gas molecules, and if I say the first gas has pressure at P1, volume at V1, temperature at T1. Second cylinder contains gas at pressure P2, volume V2, temperature T2, and both of them will have same number of molecules. So if I apply ideal gas equation to both these gas cylinders, what I get is P1V1 is equals to nRT1. For the second one, P2V2 is equals to nRT2. So you can see if I rearrange both of them, what I get is nR is equals to P1V1 upon T1 And for second, I'll get nr is equals to P2V2 upon T2. So you can see in both the cases, if I equate this equation, so the left hand side are same. If the left hand side are same, what I'll write is P1 V1 upon T1 is equals to P2 V2 upon T2. And that is nothing but combined ideal gas equation. So this formula is used for solving numericals. Next we have is relationship between molar mass, density and pressure. When I said relationship between molar mass, density and pressure, you just now saw we have done the relationship between molar mass and density. Molar mass and density are directly proportional. We just now did the expression for molar mass, correct? So if I do the same thing, that is N is equals to PV upon RT. N was mass upon molar mass. So if you rearrange capital M, what you get is capital M, that is molar mass is equal to mass into RT upon PV. As I said, M upon V is nothing but density. So if I substitute that m upon v as density, what I get is m is equals to d into RT upon p, which you can rearrange and simply remember d is equals to pm upon RT. So if you see over here, you can see density is directly proportional to molar mass. And if I talk about pressure and molar mass, they are inversely proportional. So you need to remember this formula, d is equals to pm upon RT, which is very important for entrance. Let's solve some numericals based on ideal gas equation and combined ideal gas equation. You can see the ideal gas equation was PV is equals to nRT. Combined ideal gas equation is what? P1 V1 upon T1 is equals to P2 V2 upon T2. First question we have, calculate the number of moles of hydrogen gas present in 0.5 dm cube sample of hydrogen gas at a pressure of 101.325 kilopascal and at 27 degrees Celsius. So if you look at the given conditions, we have volume, which is 0.5 dm cube. Then we have pressure, which is equal to 101.325 kilopascal. We have temperature, which is equal to 27 degrees Celsius. What do we need to find? We need to find the number of moles. You can see over here, temperature isn't given in degrees Celsius. So the first thing that we need to do is convert that into Kelvin. So 27 plus 273, that will be equal to 300 Kelvin. Moving ahead, as you can see, to find number of moles, N, we have the formula N is equals to PV upon RT. Now, if you look at the value of P and V, what do you think are we going to use the value of R? See, what you can do is we can convert kilopascal into pascal and dm cube into meter cube. So you can solve it by that way. So according to ideal gas equation, as you know, N is equals to PV upon RT. We have taken P as 101.325 and volume as 0.5. You can see volume was what? It was 0.5 dm cube. They have kept 101.325 as it is. And R we have taken as 8.314 into 300. Now, why is this so? Haven't we converted it? You can see when I say 101.35 kilopascal. So if I have to convert that 101.325 kilopascal to pascal, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just multiply that by 10 raised to 3, means 1000. So you can see it will be nothing but into 1000 pascal. If I talk about 0.5 dm cube, I need to convert that into meter cube. So 0.5 divide by 1000, or I can say into 10 raised to minus 3. So into 1000 and divide by 1000, it will automatically get cancelled. So they have not done any conversion over here. It's not that they have not done any conversion. You have to convert them and then only you can write it over here. Otherwise, you will not get marks. Your marks will be deducted in this. So you can see we have taken pressure in pascal, volume in meter cube. Therefore, the value of R is 8.314 joules. So as you can see, we have used these value. You can solve this question, and when you solve this question, what you get is the answer for number of moles. So the number of moles that we get over here is 0.02. The other way in which you can solve the question is, as you have 0.5 dm cube, you can keep it as it is. No need to convert it into meter cube. You can convert this 101.325 kilopascal. You know that is nothing but equal to what? I can say 101 or I can say 1.01325 into 10 raised to 2 into 1000, as it says for the Pascal, means I can simply say that is nothing but 1.01325 into 10 raised to 5 Pascal. That is nothing but 1 atm. So you can simply take, instead of 101.325, you can take 1 atm. And then if you do this way, the value of R will be 0.0821 liter atmosphere per mole Kelvin. So you can solve it by any of the ways and check your answer, whichever you feel is okay. Both the ways will give you the correct answer. Let's move to the another question. Question is, calculate the volume in liters occupied by 7.4 gram of ammonia at STP. Molar mass of ammonia is equal to 17 gram per mole. So if you remember, this question was solved by previous Avogadro's law also. In this way, you can see how are we going to solve, and we'll cross check the answers that we got. See over here, according to the given condition, we have mass of ammonia, that is 7.4 grams, and molar mass of ammonia 17 grams. So you will get your N. Next, they have mentioned STP. When I say STP, means we have to take standard conditions of temperature and pressure. When I say standard temperature, it is 273 Kelvin. Pressure we have is 1 atm. R is equal to 0.0821 liter atmosphere per mole Kelvin. Why I have taken R, this value? Because they have said find the volume in liters. So when I say find the volume in liters, you need to take the value of R in this way. Now you have P, you have T, you have R, you have mass of ammonia, you have molar mass of ammonia. So you can calculate number of moles, that is mass upon molar mass. So mass upon molar mass is 7.4 upon 17, which you divide, you'll get 0.435. Now you have N, you have R, you have P, you have T. What do we need to find? We need to find volume. So to find volume, we'll rearrange the ideal gas equation. It becomes V is equals to nRT upon P. Now N, R, T and P, everything we have that we are going to substitute over here. So when you substitute and write, you can see this is the same answer that we got. So if you remember, I gave you another question to solve, similar question of this type to solve. So you can solve that same question by this method also and cross check your answer. So you can solve by any of the methods, both the methods are correct. Moving to the next question, third one. A sample of nitrogen gas occupies 0.35 dm cube of volume at STP. Calculate its volume at 65 degrees Celsius and 0.75 atm pressure. First of all, they have given you 0.35 dm cube volume at STP. Means you can see, if I talk about the standard conditions, pressure will be 1 atm, temperature will be 273 Kelvin, and you have volume 0.35 dm cube. In the second case, they have mentioned calculate its volume at 65 degrees Celsius and 0.75 atm pressure. So you have P2 0.75 atm. We have T2, that is 65 degrees Celsius. We will convert it by adding 273. We get is 338. What do we need to find? We need to find the new volume, that is V2. So you can see by looking at the given condition, we are going to use combined ideal gas equation, that is P1 V1 upon T1 is equals to P2 V2 upon T2. So you can see if I rearrange for V2, the formula that you get is what? P1 V1 upon T1 into T2 upon P2. Rearranging and substituting, P1 is 1, V1 is 0.3, T2 is 338, T1 is 273 and P2 is 0.75. So when you solve this question, you can either do it by normal calculations. If normal calculations are tough for you, you can go for log calculations, whichever you prefer. And the answer that you get over here is 0.578 dm cube, because we are finding volume. The next question we have is 10 gram of oxygen was introduced in an evacuated container of 5 dm cube volume at 27 degrees Celsius. Calculate the pressure of gas in Newton per meter square. Newton per meter square means we need to find the answer in Pascal. See, first of all, what do we have over here? 5 dm cube volume. So if I talk about the given conditions, I have volume which is equals to 5 dm cube, or I can say 5 liter. I have a temperature of 27 degrees Celsius, which I can say 27 plus 273 will be equal to 300 Kelvin. I have mass of oxygen, which is equal to 10 gram. I know molar mass of oxygen, that is 16 into 2, that will be 32 grams. So from this, I can find number of moles, that is 10 by 32. So if I have V, I have T. By looking at the given conditions, you can see I want my pressure to be in Newton per meter square. Means that is my pressure. I want to find P in pascals. So when I say I have to find P in Pascal, very important point that you need to note down is when you have to find pressure in Pascal, your volume should be in meter cube. And my pressure will be in Pascal if I take the value of R as 8.314 joule per mole Kelvin. So when I say volume should be in meter cube, here we have volume as what? dm cube. So I'll do what? I'll just divide that 5 into 10 raised to minus 2. So that will give me my answers in meter cube. So that you need to do conversion, you need to take the value of R, you have the value of temperature, you have number of moles. We can find pressure in Pascal, where the formula is what? P is equal to nRT by V. So you have to solve this question on your own. I have given you the hints. I think you'll be able to solve this question. Moving to the next question, question number 5. A gas at 772 mm of Hg, mercury, and at 35 degrees Celsius occupies a volume of 6.85 liter. Calculate its volume at STP. Now you can see again, if I talk about given conditions, you have what? 772 mm of Hg, means I have pressure, that is 772 mm of mercury. Temperature, that is 35 degrees Celsius plus 273, will get the answer. It has a volume which is equal to 6.85 liter. Calculate its volume at STP. Now you can see I can simply say this is 1, P1, T1, V1. So the next condition that I have is what? STP, means I know when I say temperature, it will be 273 Kelvin. Pressure, you can say 1 atm, but you can see over here the point is you need to have same units. The given pressure has unit as 772 mm of Hg. So what I can do is to simplify it, I can take 760 mm of Hg. Now I have temperature, that is T2 and P2. What do I need to find? I need to find is V2. So you can see here we are going to use which equation? Combined ideal gas equation. That is P1 V1 upon T1 is equals to P2 V2 upon T2. And for V2, you are going to rearrange it and then substitute the final answer. The volume that you get will be in liters, because you can see the volume that we are having is in liters. So we are going to find the answer in liters only. Moving ahead with the next question. Last. Nitrogen gas is filled in a container of volume 2.32 liter at 32 degrees Celsius and at 4.7 atm pressure. Calculate the number of moles of gas. Let's see the given conditions. You can see first of all, when we talk about given, we have volume which is equal to 2.32 liter. We have temperature, that is 32 degrees Celsius, which has to be added with 273. Then you have pressure, which is equal to 4.7 atm. We need to find N. Now, as you can see from the given conditions, I can say the formula for N will have N is equals to PV upon RT. Now you have P, you have T, you have V. By looking at the conditions over here, you can see I have my volume in liter or dm cube and pressure in atm. When your pressure is in atm and volume is in liter, we are going to take the value of r as 0.08, sorry, 0.0821 liter atmosphere per mole Kelvin. So this is how we are going to solve this question. I have given you the formula. I just need to substitute and solve this. I'll just revising at the end. Whenever you are solving for the value of R, like as you know, if the value of R is 0.0821, your volume should always be in, I can say it can be either in liter or dm cube, both of them are same. And my pressure should always be in atm. Next, if I say my value of R is 8.314, in that way you have to take your volume always as what? Meter cube. And my pressure should always be in Pascal. When I say Pascal, Pascal is nothing but Newton per meter square. So you can see because of that, when I say 8.314 joules, you can see meter cube into Newton per meter square. When you multiply, this joules can also be written as Newton meter. So I think this table will be helpful for you all to understand which values you should use when you are using, which units you have for pressure and volume, and which values of R you should use. So we have completed now ideal gas equation, that was PV is equal to nRT. In that we also identified the expression for molar mass. We saw molar mass is directly proportional to density but inversely proportional to pressure. We also found the formula D is equals to PM upon RT, and that's a very important formula. We also studied combined ideal gas equation, that is P1 V1 upon T1 is equals to P2 V2 upon T2. And on the basis of that, we have solved these numericals. So I hope you have understood today's topic, that we studied ideal gas equation and combined ideal gas equation. In the next class, we are going to study more about ideal gases. Till then, take care.